making it 2 straight on the road on this 3-game road trip.
Yeah, it's been 2 solid efforts, I'm telling you. It's not easy to go into Boston. They were rolling. They hadn't had a regulation loss since the 27th when the Blue Jackets played them right after Christmas. They go in and win that game there. Matty Cover was a big part of that, not only on the score sheet, but the way he hustled. And here tonight, they've got to be proud of their effort again.
Final seconds. Tick off. On the clock. Jackets Savard looks up at the scoreboard, sends it across ice, and the Blue Jackets win for the 8th time in their last 10 road games. They extend their winning streak modestly enough to 2-0, and they can certainly thank Sergei Bobrovsky, who stopped 25 of 26 shots. James Wisniewski, what a big night for him. A goal and an assist, the game-saving play with the 2-1 score as he swept the puck from the blue paint and away from difficulty.
Good decisions all night by James Wisniewski.
Absolutely.
And all these guys.
And last and certainly not least, here comes Dick Foligno and the mandatory hug after a Jackets victory. The two have a word and a laugh on a night the Jackets win 3-1 in Minnesota.
What if other chicken sandwiches could dream? Dream on, little chicken. Because there's only one Wendy's Asiago Ranch Chicken Club with rich Asiago, thick cut bacon, and cool and creamy ranch.
Now that's better.
Who cares what it holds? If it can't hold your gaze. Who cares how capable it is? It's capable of creating a reaction. Once you go beyond utility, there's no going back. Introducing the first ever Lexus NX. It's the 2015 NX Turbo for $369 a month for 36 months. See your Lexus dealer.
You know, I think the game of hockey is hard because there's a lot of components. There's hand-eye coordination, there's speed and strength. We're doing what other sports do, but we're doing it on a thin piece of steel. We're looking as a team
Go.
to continue to take steps, to continue to get better. We want more of ourselves. We want the excitement to continue to grow. And I think with all that, the success will come on the ice as well as off the ice.
Get tickets now at BlueJackets.com.
Sergei Bobrovsky backstops the Jackets to victory here tonight, turning aside 25 of 26.
Go to bed.
He stopped the penalty shot and was certainly key in a Jackets double minor assist to David Savard in the late stages of the second period. Welcome back, Jeff Rimmer, along with Jody Shelley. And Jody, how about the 3 stars?
Yeah, let's take a look at these 3 stars tonight. James Wisniewski gets the first star. Yeah, 50th career point or goal, excuse me. Sergei Bobrovsky, talked about him all night long, along with Alexander Whitberg, who's really coming into his own. The game is slowing down for him, and we showed some great clips of him tonight. Great puck decisions, look at it this time. Those guys are the stars, the 3 stars of the game.
And now, as we had promised earlier in tonight's contest, it's Miller Talk, brought to you by Miller Lite. And here's our Miller moment.
Let's go back to the first star, James Wisniewski with the game winner here. Beautiful play by Nick Foligno to James, the defenseman of Wisniewski. And he's right up there. He's almost standing atop the goalie. And that's got to feel good. You can see his emotion there when he scores it. That feels pretty good for James Wisniewski.
And All-Star Week festivities are underway. In fact, we're going to go back. The guys are at McPherson Commons here to start the week and will be for Wednesday's telecast as well in Winnipeg. So we'll be back with some final thoughts as well. And yet another hero tonight for the Jackets.
When you choose environmentally
responsible energy. Energy produced right here in the U.S. Products and services that meet your exact needs, that give you comfort all year round. All this for the best possible value. Well, what other choice is there? IGS Energy. Call or visit us online today.
This is where crisp, smooth, refreshing Bud Light happens. But it is right here that it becomes an invitation, making this not only 12 ounces of refreshment, but also 12 ounces of inspiration. To be more up for whatever than ever.
Bud Light.
The perfect beer for reading and unleashing a whole world of whatever in the name of a ridiculously good time. If you're up for whatever, look for your message on Bud Light bottles. Bud Light, the perfect beer for whatever happens.
Hey,
Save big at Menards. How big?
what you doing?
11% big. This big. Bigger. 11%.
Because I'm recording the snake on my phone.
11% easier. Get organized.
Yeah, it's really slow.
11% on every door. Save 11% on flooring. All flooring.
It's got its head in its mouth,
From this to this, or even this.
and I think it's,
Go into the possibilities with an 11% rebate on your entire purchase.
well, I was, and then you didn't call me back after you were busy, and so I figured you were slammed busy.
Why are we so committed?
I'm tired. I want to go to bed.
Why combine performance with efficiency? Why innovate for a future without accidents? Why do anything? Why do all of it? Because if it matters to you,
Yeah, I'm at like almost 7 minutes.
crossover from Volvo. Lease the well-equipped Volvo XC60 today. Visit your local Volvo showroom for details.
Oh, like 30 seconds maybe. Well, I mean, maybe a minute. Because, like, he was in his hide. Like, he was out of it a little bit. And so I had the mouse, like, up on top of the tank on a paper towel in the heat lamp. You know, to keep it warm until he, like, decided to, like, come out. Well, he was out a little bit. And then Oliver came over and he went back in his hide. So I was like, well, I'm just going to stick it in there and see what he does. And so I kind of, like, I like touched it over top of the hide, you know, so maybe he'd get a whiff of it, and then I laid it like over by the water bowl, like at the front of the tank. And he came, you could see him starting to come out, like you could see his butt moving, you know. And then he comes out with his head, and he like bonked his face off the front of the glass. And then he was like going over like he was gonna go towards the back of the tank, like over at the side, like away from the mouse. And so I kind of grabbed the mouse by the tail, which was kind of hard because it was up against the glass. So I had to like pinch it, and I just kind of wiggled it a little bit, and he turned right back around and came right over and got it. And then he just held it by its head forever. But he's actively eating it now. I said he's actively eating it now. It's just very, very, very slow going.
Take a look at the highlights, and it's a James Wisniewski package tonight as Wisniewski scores the 50th goal of his NHL career and the power play goal, a game winner.
I love the awareness he has to sneak in there. Really, he snuck in there. The defenseman didn't see him come in. He made that play. How about this one? This is the one you're talking about. Full-on dive. Desperation. Gets his stick in the way there. No goal for the Wild. And this was Hartnell's goal. Great heads-up play by James Wisniewski. I'm not sure if he saw Hartnell's stick or not, but he got it past the first layer of defensemen, got it through, and let Hartnell do the rest with that deflection. Great job by Wisniewski. Some timely saves. The penalty shot, the penalty kill, and that one by Wisniewski.
And the Jackets for the second consecutive game scored.
Did you see the Blue Jackets beat the
third period, come away with the victory.
Wild?
They'll look to sweep the three-game road trip in Winnipeg against a pretty good hockey club in the name of the Winnipeg Jets, coached by Paul Maurice. On Wednesday night, we'll join you live from Winnipeg. Blue Jackets live pregame, of course, with the guys at McPherson Park at 8:30, opening face-off at 9 o'clock. And guys, you look awfully sharp there in the park there. Hope you're staying warm.
We got a big heater, Rims. It's not all bad. It's toasty.
Yeah.
And you guys need to come check out the scene down here because this is a great scene here tonight. We know it's only going to get better the rest of the week, and we can't wait to see you guys back here for the All-Star festivities. All right. thanks to Jeff and Jody, but Sergei Bobrovsky, what you said on the pregame show was he needs to kind of settle things down in his head. Did he look that way to you tonight?
He really did. Yeah. And that's the pro that he is, and that's why he's going to be an all-star. He is, again, a Vezina Award winner. He knows what to do when things are busy. And in that mind of his, again, being an athlete, you always want the best of your game. And you're going to have nights where it sometimes is just not there. Tonight,
All right, I love you.
was the save of a hockey game for Sergei Bobrovsky in that second period. And then it was the penalty shot by Zach Parise.
Okay.
Parise comes in, makes the move that he wants, but then Forrest Bob, that low right pad,
Okay.
is able to come out and in a rapier-like fashion,
I love you too.
able to make that save. But again,
Bye.
good to see Bob back to his game.
Bob on his game, the Jackets penalty kill with that huge kill in the second period, 4 minutes. Everything worked together tonight for the Jackets defensively to hold Minnesota to a single goal and allow the Jackets to come out on top. But as the guys in the booth said, James Wisniewski, just about every way possible, contributed tonight to this win for the Jackets. And Wiz standing by in St. Paul now with Dave Messel.
Thanks, guys. Wiz, we don't officially do a star of the game here, but if we did, I'd have to give you the star of the game. You were getting it done on both ends of the ice tonight.
I appreciate it. I think this was a huge win for us. Two back-to-back road wins, playing against two desperate hockey teams. So, after a little bit of a skid there, come back with 2 or 4 huge points, and hopefully we can continue in Winnipeg.
Let's talk about the 4-minute penalty kill and how big that was and what kind of momentum that gave you going into the third.
I think that was huge. Obviously, you can gain a lot of momentum, from killing a penalty, or even if you don't score on a power play, if you gain that momentum of scoring chances and getting shots on net. I think after that we got a little bit of a rest. We're rolling 4D for 4 minutes, killing the penalty. Bob did an outstanding job. They didn't get very many scoring opportunities, and then we just rolled from there.
And then the early goal in the third, you're kind of creeping in a little bit, and you get number 50 in your career. But really important goal in the game, but then 50 in your career as well.
Yeah, that's the beauty of having so many different weapons on the power play. Joey on the half wall, Jack up top, Harden on the slot that he's been making a living for his whole 14 season in the NHL. So when he pops out like that, it sucks the offside winger over. And then when Foligno got the puck, it kind of leaves me wide open. He got it to me, and it happened to Barry.
All right, so you take a little stumble back in your defensive zone, but you recover and you come back, and maybe the save of the night was...
That was he actually just picked. I've never been picked like that before in my life. So then, I just kind of taken the middle lane drive, got picked, and then saw the puck spurt loose and dove and knocked it away.
Yeah, nice save. We might have to start calling you Bob. Hey, do me one other favor. Boys back in Columbus are outside tonight. Brian and Billy are outside. You had a little message for those boys?
Enjoy the cold weather. We're going to Winnipeg, so I think it's going to be a little bit colder than it is in Columbus.
I think you're right, Wiz. Congrats on the big man.
Thanks, Dave.
James Wisniewski with the game winner tonight, number 50 in his career. 3-point night for him, and again, he had that big save. Guys, yeah, we're going to Winnipeg. If our lips are moving, if we're not frozen, we'll talk to you from there in a couple of minutes.
I kind of read Wiz's mind, and
Absolutely.
what he wanted to say could not come across the airwaves.
Exactly, but yeah, it looks like we got the better end of this deal with them headed to Winnipeg, and it's it's probably upper 20s here, which is downright balmy for Winnipeg.
Remember now, next 4 or 5 nights we are out here,
Yeah,
there is supposed to be a little weather change, so let's not get carried away.
we won't get carried away.
No.
Long underwear is in the forecast.
And a toque.
Yes, and a toque. All right. You mentioned as well on the pregame show with the change tonight, with Jack Skilly coming back and being inserted into the lineup and going right to that fourth line. You envisioned something for that line tonight that actually came to pass that could help this team a lot.
I think so. And again, you have to go back to period number 1 and what they were able to accomplish. In period number 1, that fourth line, they had energy. Again, that's a line that's been on survival mode. And who goes in, who goes out? Today, Jared Bowles, a healthy scratch, and who goes in? Jack Skilly. And in between, you've got Mark Letestu, and on the other side, you've got the energy of Corey Trapp. And I think the first 3 shifts, the Jackets were able to gain the offensive zone because of their hard work. We talked about key number 3 tonight being skate, to check, and to create. And when they did that, they checked, they got a chance in the offensive zone to be able to get a couple of pretty good offensive opportunities, and then everybody else had a chance to follow suit. And that's what you have to have. If you're going to win in this league, you've got to have 4 lines that can play. And I thought tonight they were able to do it.
60 minutes. And interesting to see now what Todd Richards does going forward, starting in Winnipeg with the next game coming up for the Jackets. But we've got a lot to talk about regarding this game before we're done tonight. Highlights are on the way of a big Jackets win in Minnesota.